All right, fam. Well, we are here doing our first official podcast. We have part of our team, not everybody, but we do have a large part of our team. My name is Jake Harris. I'm the president of JHP Entertainment. I have a lot of our peers here within the company. A little history about myself. I started DJing in high school. It was just a hobby, kind of mixing music. And where we are now, it's just catapulted into a multi-operation of very talented professionals that I get to share my passion with. And we're rocking hundreds of events per year, serving some amazing clients, doing incredible things, weddings, private events, all the things. So we're going to go around and kind of talk about different things and, get to it. So I will go through and let everybody share their story. Noah, we'll pass it to you, man.
My name is Noah. I'm 26 years old and one of JHP's full-time DJs. I'm very thankful to be in the position I am. Also, I work on client managing and handling a lot of things that Jake does as well, but kind of taking a lot off of his hands as a team. I got into DJing about 3-4 years ago. Really just loved music growing up. My family is very music oriented, and then I've just started doing little house parties, get-togethers, little private things on my own, and then I realized as time went by that my music selection has grown. My knowledge of music has grown, and I really got into mixing and blending. I really just fell in love with it, and it's been a passion ever since then. And now being able to do it full time now with the team we have is a huge blessing. And like he said, we do a lot of events, all kind of events: weddings, private events, corporate events, holiday parties, birthdays, you name it. We're there when we're ready to make it happen. So that's me. I just love music, love sounds, love everything about the industry itself. So
shout out Noah Farlow for that.
That's right. You did Noah Farlow. That's killing it.
Try, man. I'm winging it, man.
The guy.
Yeah, that was a freestyle right there.
Freestyle.
But yeah, man, we got a great team, and I'll pass it to Mr. Kid K.
Kid K. What's up, guys? Caleb here. Caleb White. You guys don't know my full name.
White.
But I am DJ Kid K. I go by that because I started at a very young age. Started at the age of 9 years old. So I've been DJing for just about 11 years now. Wow, just about 11 years. It's been a long time since I've been DJing, but professionally, I would say about 5 to 6 years professionally DJing. But this guy here actually hit me up on Facebook from a Facebook post.
You were 17.
I was 17 years old, not knowing where I was going to be going in the industry, just kind of doing birthday parties, kid events, all types of stuff like that. So once I got on and went to, where's our first wedding at? Channelside?
Channelside here in Palm Coast. Yeah.
I went over to Channelside, seen the production they were putting on, and I was like, dang, this is it. This is it. So ever since then, I've loved working with Jake and by his side, and I've been very thankful to be able to be a managing partner of this amazing company, and kind of just seeing the growth that we've had. We've had huge growth over the years. So
There's been a lot of it.
Yeah,
Literally
yeah.
a lot has happened.
A lot of growth and freaking doing so many events from when I first started doing just events with Jake for a while, and then we kind of just went our ways in doing all types of events underneath one company, and then bringing on so many other great talented people. So it's been great. I love music. I do all different types of events, from concerts. I've DJed at the Amway Center. I've had so many great opportunities, so it's been great. But I love everybody on this team, and everybody knows that. So
Kid K.
That's all the
Kid K.
Oh man,
Young sensational.
my favorite DJ right here.
Oh,
KK.
man.
I gotta put that out there.
Wow.
So, yeah, I'm gonna put it out there. All right. So my name is Dante. Dante Cora. I've been with JHP since about 2019.
2018.
2018.
December
yeah,
2018, actually.
Yeah, long time. In terms of music, it definitely is in my family. My father was a rapper before he passed scientific, so I know me and Jake have had a lot of conversations just about life, what we want to do, and being able to just be a part of these events and what we do for these couples and all these people has been such a blessing, and it's been a huge blessing to be able to work with such talented people as well, because they always make it so much fun and such a great time. So truly blessed to be a part of it. Growing with the company is another thing that I love, being able to now, talk with potential clients about booking events and whatnot that are coming up. So very excited for the next coming years and what we have in store for JHP. And as terms of myself, just blessed and excited to grow with the company and grow as myself as a DJ and an MC. And I'll pass that on.
All right, Solomon, you're
Well,
up,
look,
young fella.
Young fella.
What's going on, everyone? It's Solomon here with JHP, and I've been working with them for about 3.5-ish months now, and it's been a true blessing to be able to have the connections through Caleb to get this job. And I don't really have any history in music, but everything that I've seen so far, it's definitely a great industry, and I would definitely recommend anyone that gets the chance and opportunity to do something like this, I would take the opportunity. And so far through the events I've worked, I've just enjoyed it all, and I'm definitely excited to see the opportunities and what comes next and my growth with the company.
For sure.
Yeah.
One of the hardest working kids right here, man.
That is.
He definitely very skilled, and you've caught on very quickly. Everything that I would do, you've learned, and you've done great, man. So we're happy to have you on board, and obviously very happy that Caleb has, brought you on with the company. So definitely blessed to have you, man. Just keep
Appreciate
crushing
that,
it. You've probably done at least, 50 plus events at this point?
Somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
at least I'd imagine. Yeah,
wow.
It's been a lot. Yeah, because you started right at the apex of busy season. So you started in middle of August, and then it was just like hit the ground running. You kind of started when it was slow, starting to get busier, and then boom, right into like the peak season. So yeah, man, it's been cool. Yeah, and you got to see a lot of different diverse events from the rip. From corporate events to school events. Obviously, an abundance of weddings. But yeah, man, you've been doing great. So definitely glad to have you on board, even though you're not the DJ at this point. At least, being a lead technician, if you will, has been awesome, man. So keep working on that wolf mix.
The wolf mix. Oh, man.
All right, guys. So yeah, that's some of our history. Definitely very grateful for these guys, for our camera guys, Logan and Tyler. They do a lot behind the scenes. We have some other DJs on the team, and they're going to be hopefully sharing some testimonials as well. It's definitely been an honor for myself to be able to build and grow and leave the little legacy that we have here at JHP. So definitely looking to keep the momentum going and accelerating towards the greater good. So we'll move on to the next topic.
That pop.
Pop money?
Pop.
So.
Nope.
No, you would already hear, yo.
Yeah, I know. I was saying, if it was him, we would have heard it as soon as
That's
he
what I
walked
said,
in.
bro. It wasn't pop.
Let's get it, let's go.
Yeah, for sure.
for
Definitely
real.
would have heard them. All right, guys. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the mission for this podcast. So I know we've talked about having a podcast for a while, but this is really the first time that we're sitting down and making it all happen because a lot goes into it. So I guess the why behind this is, one, the camaraderie, right? The team building, being able to share this. Two, to be able to reach people through our social platforms and hopefully inspire others, right? To talk about what we do both at events and behind the scenes. There's so much work that goes into what we do that people don't see. We try to capture some of it, but that's, just a micro level of what really goes into it. So being able to share that publicly, within our circle is kind of the why. And like I said, just reach more people and help inspire more people. So let's go around and just talk about, not necessarily one for one, but any thoughts you guys may have when it comes to what some of your goals with having the podcast and what you would like to see come from it. So me personally, I like I said, I kind of already mentioned I want to be able to inspire others, but kind of you mentioned Kay, making this a routine thing.
Yeah.
I like to do this at least once a month, if not more frequently. That way it becomes part of our culture, like a cultural experience. So for me, that's what I would say.
Yeah, I think that this is a good podcast for the younger generation coming into our industry, for you guys to see, what we do and what you're really getting yourself into. Because when I first thought about doing weddings, I did not think about all the things that go into it. So, but it's been great. It's been great.
Yeah, absolutely. I think transparency is huge. like you were just saying, until you decide that you want to be a DJ, you have no idea what all it really takes to become one. So, this being transparent, I think it'll help anybody that has been considering it, or maybe if you've had like an idea, maybe a little passion for music, I think it will really help you maybe get over that bridge if you feel like you really want to commit to it.
Definitely.
Yeah, and to back up what they said, that's 100% true. And for me personally, as I was getting into DJing, I would do little house parties and little resident places, but getting into working with the company and just learning of the whole production of it,
Professionalism.
cables.
Yeah. Cables. Inside joke number one.
Right. We'll get there.
We'll talk about the
get through all
cables.
this, right.
Yeah, figuring out, because when I used to be one of Jake's assistants starting out, like just seeing him or Caleb or seeing them really put on the show and seeing everything behind the scenes, there's a lot to it. So that's really more so when I fell more in love with the craft and not just the industry itself, because that's something I wanted to learn and pursue. So I would say for anyone who is interested, not only on the mixing aspect of it, but just really putting on that production, and you being, everything, the show, the lighting, the audio, the everything. So it's been a blessing to learn the whole process. And
Facts.
DJing as a whole and production as a whole is, in my opinion, is an ongoing learning.
Oh yeah.
You're always,
too.
yeah. And in this industry, you have to be open to learning all the time. Like, it's never ending.
Absolutely.
Even the most experienced DJs, they're always learning.
And that's why I try to be so challenging for our team.
Yes.
It's not to be like a jerk or an asshole. It's like because I enjoy growing and I want that for our whole team, and whoever wants to take that to better themselves will type deal, So I find it fascinating, and I'm always trying to be better, not out of envy, but strictly out of for my own progress. I want to be better emceeing, I want to be better DJing, I want to learn how to do new lighting technologies, whatever we offer service wise, I want to do the best I can and teach and show that and replicate that, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, kind of piggyback on what you were saying, elaborating on it a little more. There's just so much detail that goes into the whole professional atmosphere compared to just doing as a hobby or small events or bedroom DJing or whatever. And having that love for music, no matter what kind of music you love, there's a way to bring that to life and even make money from it. Because at the end of the day, we live in a secular world where you have to make money. So.
Hey guys, what kind of gathering is this?
We're just hanging out. Cool. All right, guys. So next topic, we're going to talk about personal growth within our realm, what we do, what you've noticed you've grown the most at, what you're wanting to achieve, moving forward. What are some things that you really want to work on for 2026, since we're obviously on the cusp of 2025 ending. So I'll start it off. Some of the things that I want to work on is being more well-versed with some technologies that we aren't currently serving and possibly tapping into other markets, such as LED walls or LED dance floors, and whether or not we actually are bringing that to the table, or maybe I'm selling it and white labeling it, stuff like that. I just want to know how to do more things around the technology sector, being more well-versed with some of the DMX technologies, and possibly adding on other features with our DJ booths, maybe doing some more customized DJ booths, stuff like that. Of course, we have our Toads. Toads are awesome, but maybe having some command centers, or having some hedge wall booths, things to be more acclimated to their environment, or rustic vibes, fit the barns that we work at pretty often. So so those are things that I want to focus on. I would say my DJing, I want to work more on my crate development. I know you guys really work on your crate development, especially you two. Dante, I know you work on your crates a lot too. Me, it's more so I get so pressed for time that I put my crate development to the side, because I have my foundation, but the organization development is so key. But also at the same time, event per event, the clients are really picking out a lot of their music. So that's kind of event to event, and I have all of my crates that I can kind of default to. So that's one of my biggest things that I know I want to work on moving forward in 2026. And then things I've noticed I've become exceptionally well at is my hosting, like being an MC. I noticed years ago, the wedding we did at Azaleana, where they flew in Andre from California for the Slavic wedding. When I saw him, like, and I told you this testimony, like, at that wedding, I was jealous, and I didn't know why. And like 2 weeks later, I was like, oh shit, like, it's because he's freaking amazing, and he's super talented. But like, I realized of how good of an MC he was, and how much talent he had, that like I wanted to start working at that. So I've just challenged myself to watch others, right? A lot of the DJs and MCs that like I follow, especially like Jason Janai, he's probably like one of my, I mean, he's a GOAT, right? But like Jason Janai is like one of the guys that I watch constantly, to see like what he's doing, what he's saying, how he's interacting. So not just replicating, but like having my own flair and like doing that in the fields. And you know, you guys have seen me at events too. So I would say that's like one of the things that I've definitely had the most growth at, is being an event host. So and one of the things I love the most, for sure. Like if I could pick up a microphone and do that all night, I definitely would. So have Noah K on the ones and twos. Go back to back on the mic with Dante. But yeah, so that's it for me. What about you, Noah?
I think what I really continue wanting to focus on is not only, I guess it goes hand in hand with music. Like I love the way, I'm very interested in how music is produced in certain sounds and certain tones and certain ways, and that really kind of caters to how I mix in ways uniquely. But I guess it goes also into the production side of things. I'm really continuing to want to learn how that production is how do I word this? Continues to happen. You can edit that out. How the production continues to happen, because of course, since I've been with the company, I've learned a whole lot. It's one way to mix, one way to be good at blending and, you know, focus on that, but focusing also on how certain things really work technically, DMX, lighting, microphone, audio, frequencies, all kind of things that keep a well-balanced structure of any event. So I think that stands out a lot with a company that it focuses on it a lot professionally, like you have built and provided all kind of high-end equipment. So it's been nice to be able to experience that and to stay consistent with providing not only yourself but the team with all of that. So I think what I've learned the most, or a specific thing that I've learned a lot while DJing, is emceeing, being comfortable on the microphone.
Definitely, yeah.
That's something in general I wanted to grow on from the rip. You know, is focusing on that. Seeing you guys do it. You're a great MC. Caleb, you're great. Just as a whole, the whole team is well at that. So I've definitely have grown, I feel like, in my experience being with the team, developing that tone, the voice, the pauses, the, you know, when and where to do it, not be too much, because it can be too much. So having a well-balanced way of mixing and emceeing and handling juggling, especially if you're on your own. I feel like that's a big, I feel like doing a lot of things on your own, because I feel like I do good at times under pressure. I'm sure a lot of people can say that. But under pressure, when I'm having to move buttons and use a microphone, I feel like that's a really great way for me to learn.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%, man.
And just to do it, you know, put me in there and do it rather than reading a script or it's obviously good to plan and be very organized. That's another topic I can get to, but being very organized prior to each event. Not only that, but just being thrown in there and just being able to do it or want to do it is a great way for me to learn things. So emceeing has been the growth of that has been good. And then obviously I'm still finding ways and how to say things at times as well moving forward. But I would say, yes, I definitely love being able to incorporate that. And Jake, yes, I've learned a lot of it from you as well, because you
the MC side?
You stand out in that way a lot. So
cool, man.
Yeah, just in general.
For sure.
That is, yeah. Yeah,
your DJ game is like freaking. I mean, you were already good when I first met you. Almost 2 years. Like January would be 2 years whenever we met. Technically, we met in December at was it game time down Daytona.
Yes, game time.
You had that red and black checkered plaid shirt on.
I do remember that.
He had salad. We had burgers where we were like.
I do remember those burgers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sitting there eating his
These
salad.
guys right here,
The elephant memory.
I saw them doing their thing. I saw you running the company. I saw him, Kid K, DJing at local places, and he
Yep.
DJ'd at a job I used to work at as well when I used to sell
Freaking
cars
Honda,
before. I
yeah.
used to,
Yeah, yeah.
but
Holiday party.
this guy, I mean, we can go more into it another question, but this guy right here, yeah, definitely inspired me to, especially the way he was cutting and blending it. That really, sparked in my head, and I was like, this is something I really could want to do.
Yeah.
Not only, yeah, and we all have our unique
time.
ways of mixing, but yeah, you guys.
Wordplay king right here.
Well, now,
Wordplay king.
see how the tables turn. Now you inspire me. Freaking wordplay king over
Yeah,
here.
man. I'd be listening to those
This
mixes
guy-
for sure.
This
But
guy's
as a whole, come around full circle. I love I love music production, and just hearing. I'm listening to music. Hold on. Resume. I listen to music every day, and I'm always trying to come up with that. Going back to what he was talking about, I'm always trying to come up with ideas and change my set each time. Could be at a wedding, but could be at a local place I play at. But I try to change my technique and my word plays and my ways of mixing each and every time, and being very organized in your crates. Going back to what you were saying,
yeah.
I feel like this is the last thing I'll say, but as I am continuously trying to grow with DJing, organization has been a huge factor with me, because when I first started, I used to stream SoundCloud, BeatSource, I used to stream, and then I really started to download all of my music, have everything downloaded on a hard drive, having a backup hard drive, and just being very organized with years, genres, remixes, so I don't have to, my brain's not scattered. So organization as a whole has taught me a lot personally and with the company. So
That's why I have labels and everything, man.
Oh man,
yeah,
he does.
Like,
Even on the
label
mics.
and everything.
Yep.
Even on the mics, man.
But yeah, that's I guess not only advice, but just me as from starting out to where I am now. Still got a long way to go. I'm not the best DJ, but I really focus on the craft and study it. Like I'm like in like if you were in school studying a certain thing, this is what I love, and this is what I'm blessed to do full time now.
Passion.
So yes,
Yeah,
so I
passion.
study it every day. I practice literally every day, and yeah, it's just I love it, man. I fell in love with it. So
Dope.
whoever would like to.
Freaking awesome, man. Love it. Well,
You guys
definitely, like I
you guys have
said,
been awesome. So
straight-
appreciate you too. Definitely appreciate
Thank
you too for
Likewise, homie.
sprouting this whole team. So
Absolutely, man.
clearly,
It's all manifested by God for sure.
yes.
I think some growth for sure that I'm wanting to achieve for this next year. It's just hosting. Jake really inspires me a lot in regards to hosting. I think he inspires all of us truly, but he's amazing at what he does in regards to the hosting aspect, getting out there. I've really focused on now getting out in the crowd and hosting that way as well, before going back to the DJ set and changing the song before the bridal party comes in.
It's scary. It's nerve-wracking.
It is. It is.
I still get like my heart races still. I still get butterflies. I gotta like take a sip of water, take a deep breath.
Every
17
time.
years in.
Even the simplest weddings, my hands
Oh, yeah.
sweaty.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
like-
yeah.
Freaking Solomon. I think Solomon was with me one day, and I'm just over here praying and freaking. I'm over here praying and like,
Lord,
I
help
hope
me
this
slay
I hope
these
this goes
intros.
well, but yeah,
I
man,
don't, I don't
it
see
could be
some big
nerve-wracking.
weddings where Kay, before he gets out there, I see him do a little. It takes that big deep breath.
You have to, man. You gotta calm that heart rate,
Especially if he
bro.
doesn't have that brown suit on, he'll be
Oh,
a little
man.
nervous. Yeah.
Hey, come on now. We'll talk about that.
That's a good luck suit.
That brown suit. Woo, that's a special one. But yeah, going out there, having a good time, doing the thing, and just giving the crowd the experience, and then your clients as well. That's the biggest thing. So before they come in, getting that crowd hyped up, making sure everybody's ready to go before the bride and groom. So I think just growing and keep on working on that is going to be the biggest thing for me for this next year. And then hopefully getting into some turntable work, bringing some of my turntables out to the weddings this next year would be really, really cool to do as well.
Would be.
So,
You order
doing
that
that.
command center?
yeah.
Nice. That'll be a
So-
great
Shout out Nick
opportunity.
Spinelli for doing all that, man. That's
For real.
Yeah.
Nick Spinelli, Justin the DJ, Dom Nagella,
Yeah.
Jason Janai. I mean, so many DJs use vinyl.
Yeah.
And it's not easy.
No.
So
it's
definitely
not.
respect that for sure.
Not that you
Yeah,
have
so
to, but it does look
Right.
good. It
Using
brings you
that-
back to the OG ways, man.
Sure, using that, getting content, building, more and more content in regards to that. I know you post a lot on your socials, so that's always a big thing as well. So, yeah, man, that's it.
And so, yeah, I'll finish it up. I'll say definitely there's not one area that, of course, that I don't want to grow in. When it comes to
Yeah.
just being able to multitask, you were talking about that. I think that's a big thing too. Being able to tackle these weddings solo, be able to control, lighting to the music to the emceeing. It's definitely a big goal. Improving as an MC, and that has a lot to do with you for sure. The inspiration that comes when I see you do it. Literally, a lot of the stuff that you have done has turned into a script for me that I would recite and practice prior to the events that I would go out and do.
This man's always taking notes, which is a big plus for him.
He does take a lot of notes, but it's
taking
super.
notes.
Bro, so do I. I
He
get
comes
it.
out to my events, even non-weddings, and he's just like,
He came out. He just came out to Conwood randomly to one of my weddings and was just watching me DJ. I was like,
got
that's
you.
the
big
guy.
props to him. I could back you up on that because I used to do the same thing with him. Like when I go to see
Yeah.
Finn's, for example, it's a local spot where
Yep.
we live. He would let me come by and I would just sit back and watch him. This is before I even was like, I had gigs. And so I would just see how he's doing it. He would let me chill back there. I was like, are you sure am I good back here? He's like, yeah, man, just
I got to, I feel that. Because, another area that I want to grow in is, how I blend. I think there's just something about it that you really catch me off guard with a lot of your song selections. And, I'm watching that crowd and I'm seeing them go like, oh my gosh, and it could be whichever song that could be a run-of-the-mill song that you think, oh, that's a good song, but the way that he fits it in right there, at that moment, it becomes your jam, and they're just loving it. So, growing in my blending when I'm mixing, growing as an MC, growing in my control of my mind as it's all going on all together is definitely what I'm looking to do in this next year.
Yeah.
Well said, man. Yeah, 2026 will be good for sure. Definitely be good. We just kind of recap on the numbers. So, like, I checked the numbers earlier, and we're at 327 events this year. 327.
327.
Yep. I know. Like so close to 333, which obviously is has been an angel number of mine. I've had you guys have known a lot of testimonies between 227 and 333, like crazy, like goosebump testimonies. But just the fact that like we've had that much growth, because in 2023 we did 147 events. Last year we did 215, and this year we're currently sitting at 327. So to see, and it's still not the end of December, so we could have last minute bookings. Like yesterday I booked a New Year's wedding that you're doing, and we've had a lot of last minute holiday parties, stuff like that, and that's kind of like the norm of Q4. But yeah, to see that manifested growth, and obviously I bust tail to make these sales and work on the back end. It's owning a small business is not easy, and what we do is a little more unorthodox too, and having you guys as managing partners is truly a blessing, and that's why like I want to implement new systems. That's actually something I didn't talk about, like on the back end of things, like not even at events, but like on the business sector, implementing new ways to streamline our client management, right? And like one of the questions I was going to talk about was, what are some of the challenges that you face within your roles? Yes, in the field, but even during the daily practice, right? During the daily routines that we work on, running the business. So like for me, it's trying to like navigate segueing into letting go of certain things, like not being in control of certain things, and like delegating assignments, because I know that's the only way that I'm going to be able to, one, get time back for myself so I can focus on doing venue tours, relationship management, which is going to help us prosper more, right? But also being able to help you guys grow and do things that you haven't done before or haven't done as much of. And like Dante, like you coming in and doing consultations, like you've done incredible. I mean, you see how far you've come in such a quick period, because like you've had such a great niche for like connecting with people, and like ILKB, obviously, like you learned a lot there. So yeah, I'm definitely very grateful for that. And like just on the admin side as a whole, you guys managing, like, I mean, literally with your final meetings, you're replicating what I do, and so I want all of it to be as like unanimous as possible, so that one, the four of us can keep doing it, but like should the business continue to grow and go up more and more, and we bring others in, like we can replicate that, God willing, that happens. So, but regardless, like however small or big we become, having like those policies, procedures, and like strategies to make sure that we excel, like as our brand, that we excel in everything that we do. So, and I already have like an OCD, like, personality, but, like I see it as a good thing because I want things to be done the best way possible with what we have, and I like being able to evolve and grow and do things, different ways if I see like, if I hear of a better way or am I shown like a different way to do something. So, but yeah, challenges overall is just like trying to navigate through all the things as like the leader, and I see all of us as leaders. That's why I call you guys managing partners, and like that doesn't come lightly because managing the business is like something that I've worked my entire like adulthood life to do. And I obviously trust you guys not only on the professional level but on the personal level too. Like, Dante and I were friends before he came on board. I met you at 17 years old, and you've always been like a little brother. And then you introduced me to Noah, and obviously we've built our relationship over these last couple of years, both professionally and personally. And it's definitely taught me a lot, and I see like where I've grown as a person as well, and very grateful for all of it. So yeah, challenges definitely just kind of like navigating through it all. So that's a topic we can talk about. Any challenges you may see yourself face.
And this could have to do with events or just in general, right?
Anything within what we
industry.
do. Yeah.
Yes, I mean,
Clients not giving reviews after they say they will.
Yeah, I'm
Say that a little louder.
there's
Make
lot,
sure you
man.
guys get your 5-star reviews in. We love y'all.
I'm still waiting.
I-
I'm for y'all. You
would
haven't
say
got back to me
Those
yet.
reviews mean so much. They do. People, they look. I mean, a lot of times when we get our leads, they say you guys have great reviews, and it's like those reviews we have a lot of great reviews out there, but like it's only a small fraction of like the people we serve, And I get it. People get busy, like they're after the wedding, like they're almost like post-ictal because they have so much that's happened leading up to the wedding. Like they don't want anything to do with it, So I get it. Like if I was in their shoes, but reviews are definitely important. That's definitely like something that's like a challenge, if you will.
100%. I would say one of the things that come to mind, and we all experience, is every event, weddings, just to make a point on weddings, but in general, not every event is a rager.
Yeah,
Not every event is going to be with
they're
a
not all
bunch of people
bangers.
filling the room, very engaging. Not everyone's different. They might not be dancers. They might not be this. The family might have a different music taste than the couples or even the friends. So I would say what I learned and what I appreciate is that we still have to do our job.
Yeah.
And as professionals or as we're continuing to learn, I would say, despite that, you still have to put on a show. You still have to want to be there. You still have to. I guess that's the biggest thing. You have to want to be there. If people see you not enjoying yourself,
That's right.
or they see you on the mic just having a low tone, and these are all things that you don't like. I'm not saying you have to do as a DJ. I'm saying you should want to do them. Like with me personally, it's like I want to be there, and it's despite if everyone's dancing or not, you don't want to feel discouraged
100%.
because people can read that not only in life,
Energy.
not only in a relationship or life or people in general, but at the event, people are looking like I know when I go places, I see the DJ having a good time mixing, blending. Yeah. Despite who's on the floor, obviously you have to read the crowd and be there for the specific people, but don't let, if you're out there and you're wanting to get into this industry, or even advice to you guys, and we're all great at adapting to that, but coping with it. But I would say don't let it discourage you. So when I show up to an event, even if the people in general aren't dancers or they're not engaging, I still try to be there or want to be there and have a good image for myself and be enthusiastic on the mic, be enthusiastic. Me specifically, I love to be enthusiastic with my mixing, creative, and just ways to stand out. But in general, you want to be the light. You want to bring people up. You want to why I love music so much, because it can free your mind. It can just bring you into a whole other place. So I try to just be very uplifting, make people laugh, and just be, bring the energy and to show that. You don't want to have people look at you and just see you're not with it. So I guess that's my advice, and just, I guess, a challenge that any DJ might face, or any person that is out there really trying to put on a show for someone, is that, not everything is going to be,
Can't be a perfectionist.
exactly.
Yeah.
You can't be a perfectionist. You still have to go up and show. You still have to go there. Do the job, and not only do the job, but love the job and love what you do as a whole. And I guess that's why. Well, I know that's why I love the industry so much, and being a part of not only an amazing team, but just to experience all different kind of events, has been just been a true blessing. So I'm thankful for it, and just love what you do. Whatever you choose to do, us being DJs and MCs and everything else that this industry has to offer, love what you do, and I love all you guys and what we all do. So.
Love you too, man.
Yeah, if I could piggyback off of that, just because I do agree. I think if you're starting out, you definitely need to have some tougher skin. Like,
Yes.
I feel like as you're mixing or whatever the case, like
You can
as soon
get
as
in
you
your
get
head too
into
much
it,
at times,
you're not gonna be Kid Capri as soon as you step out there. You might have a little slip up or whatever. But I think personally, it's always bigger in your own head than it is out there, because like what you're saying, having a good attitude and good energy is like very key. Like, you always have to remember that the people out there want to have a great time. Like, there's an event that they're all celebrating right now, and I think even like myself, my positivity and energy, like, there's been times in the past where I've done a wedding and I try to do like a fun transition, and maybe it wasn't perfect, but like I literally can recall like the guests being like, I know what you were trying to do, like I was on point or whatever, and they still like kept dancing and having a good
Never
time.
know who's
So,
listening or watching. That's a big thing. Yeah.
so
And don't get me wrong. Like, I had to learn this, because not only do I love music, it makes me feel good. And when I used to play for other people at parties, little house things or get-togethers, I like to see people's reactions, to see how it affects people. So that's why I really wanted to get into mixing. But moving away from that topic in general, I had to learn that, because when I started to play for crowds, could be a local gig or it could be when I started to play for people in general, like, it can be discouraging. Like, when you think a transition in your head might go well, or you want a certain reaction and you don't get it, then it can't.
There's been a lot of 5-star transitions.
Exactly. So
both of y'all done it. I feel like the crowd should have went like
Right.
No,
insane.
remember that one this past, I think, when did you come to?
Was it Friday?
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
Friday. This guy was running across freaking Conwood. I was like, bro.
Yo, like, oh man.
The crowd didn't even notice. They even paid 2 cents.
They was not appreciative as much.
That's
I was like,
and as DJs, and what you're wanting and expecting is not always the way it's going to go. And I learned that very quickly. And you still have to, like I said, you still have to put on for yourself and put on for the people who are in front of you. And that's another great point, like, that you never know who's watching or listening. So that's a big thing that I've experienced throughout this journey, and that I'm thankful for, because I had to fall back, being discouraged at times getting into mixing. I've learned a lot from where I am now, but when I was getting into it, yes, going back to what we just talked about, it can be discouraging, but I had to fall back on my roots and why I wanted to get into this industry from the jump. And that is because I love music, and I love playing for people and giving just people a whole experience. With music and DJing as a whole, it's about taking people on a journey. You're taking people on a ride in your own unique ways. Every DJ is different. It's not what you play, it's how you play it. And every DJ does that differently.
Yep.
So
Wordplay, sir.
Wordplay.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool, man. No, we have to wrap it up. Definitely a good podcast. Appreciate all of y'all, man. It's been fantastic. Do this more regularly, and obviously, hopefully, get Pop in next time, and have Anthony do some speaking as well. But we appreciate you guys tuning in, and looking forward to doing more of these, talking about some more subjects, and definitely closing out 2025 and starting 2026 with a boom. And just keep that momentum catapulting and keep going up and up, regardless of the volume and the numbers. Just continue serving our clients with the most elite service, that's something that I want to talk about. So we'll do that next podcast. We'll talk about how we manage our clients, the CRM we use, the planning forms we use, what we're talking to our clients, on the preliminary, during the final meetings, things that we bring up. But yeah, nothing but time. So God willing. But yeah, we appreciate you guys tuning in, and looking forward to the next session. So close out 2025 and see you guys in 2026.
Deuces.